enumeration techniques, cheminformatics based enumerations are library generations with freely open tools. We already discussed the different open tools as like data varier and chemexon and different other such a possible as like canine. So here we already started how we can generate different types of the libraries with the help of data varier. Data varier is a free open tool. In a last video, as like we already discussed that how we can install data varier from the open molecule website as like open molecule, and easily can be installed in that and just go for download and just go for download and then click and install for different other your systems. So in this video we further continue that how we can generate we already discussed that how we can generate a library as like random libraries, how we can generate random libraries in an other in my previous video we also discussed random library and scaffold based library as like how we can generate certain libraries according to scaffold. In this further in this tutorial we see that how we can generate a library as like build a evolutionary library, either enumerate a combinatorial library. So generate a random molecular library. In the heading of generate a random molecular library we also add a certain scaffold. So here we just double click on that and add certain scaffold, draw certain scaffold, and according to that we able to generate a certain library according to that scaffold. So here I am not go again repeat this all that how we can generate a library on the behalf of scaffold. In this tutorial we just discuss how we can generate a library according to certain chemical reaction as like enumeration of combinatorial library. We try to suggest certain reactions. Here we can draw a certain reaction. Either we can bring that reaction. So if we not able to draw, if you don't like to draw a certain reaction, so we just go for a library that's available in the data varier. So we just select a Diels-Alder reaction. So we just select the reaction from the available library, and like different other reactions are also provided in that library according to what kind of the reactions you are performing or what kind of the reactions you may perform in your lab. According to that you can able to generate a library here. So further we just select a reaction as like Diels-Alder Diels-Alder reaction, either Diels-Alder reaction. So in the second step, first we select the reaction, then we select the different reactants, and like here we can able to just on double click and draw your like add from, you can able to add certain library, either a paste here, either add from file. So we can add from file, but sometimes you can also ask the system to suggest certain reactants, as like here you can also increase or decrease the number of that reactant. So the system itself can suggest certain reactants. So we select certain reactants. So in this way we can ask the system to generate certain reactants for the first nuclei and second nuclei. These are the nuclei basically that can be used in Diels-Alder reaction. So on the behalf of that we select reactants and then OK. So So it can automatically generate a library according to Diel-Alder reaction. So this is our library that approximately contain 2500 molecules. So according to reactant. So in this way we can able to generate a library of the molecules, library of certain molecules that we can able to use for further analysis, that like as we shape for the virtual screening, either descriptor based studies, either other type of the study. So these are the basic two methods, as like reaction based enumeration and the before that we already discussed scaffold based enumeration. So final in my presentation I discussed that Markush enumeration, where we enumerate a library as like Markush enumeration, where we enumerate a library according to certain scaffold, where we provide certain substitutions. So here we switch to from data varier to another soft tool. It's free, also a freely available tool, as like Chemexon. So when you want to enumerate a library in Chemexon, you draw certain scaffold, as like this is the certain scaffold. You need to draw that scaffold. So first we need to draw a certain structure. Either we here I draw a structure of quinolone, isoquinolone. You can draw whatever you want randomly from the chemical library. You draw a certain structure and then provide it a substitution, like R1, R2, R3, and then we decide that this kind of the attachments will go for R1, and this kind of the attachments will go for R1, and this kind of the attachments will go for R2, and then this final type of the R3. So again we repeat that how we can able to generate a library with the help of Chemexon. Just I want to close that window. So again we just open up Chemexon.